ローバル協会の方と一緒にランチをやってます。
はい、ガストです。ロバがセイハロはい、私たちが食べてるのはチキンのなんか
レモンソテー。
そうチキンバジルレモンソテーとこの大人お子様ランチとあと彼女がオーダーしたストロベリーパン美味しそうです。はい、じゃあ私たちは食べていろいろ楽しくお話をしていきます。はい。
So who watches this? Well, my father came by my house about a week after he died in the middle of the night.
And what did he say?
Well, he didn't say anything, but there was like this greenish white light, and it was in my dream. But then when I woke up, it was still in the room. And then the next morning, my mother called me, and she says, "You're going to think I'm crazy, but your father was here last night." And I said, "Yeah, he was here last night too, the same night." And then when my wife died, she died at home with me.
Yeah, you said you were having.
And the same light that I saw, the same light came that was with my father that took my wife. The same thing.
What was the light?
Yeah, it was kind of a greenish glow that kind of looked like this. Is it pulsing? And it was there for maybe an hour, and then it went away. Seattle, Washington.
Somewhere.
I think I told you this. I went. My wife and I. We were in an Indian reservation where the Indian used to be. There's a chief named Seattle. Self, his name is. And we went to his grave, and there was a bowl sitting on top of his grave, and there were coins in it. And it said that people believe that whatever you give to the chief, you'll get back even more. So I thought, okay, I put 50 cents in the bowl, and I think, okay, fine. I figure every night they dump it and take it out. So I left. And then the next week, my wife and I went for a walk in Seattle. It was cold and windy. And we're walking down the sidewalk, and all of a sudden, a $1 bill came floating out of the sky and landed right in front of me on the sidewalk. And that's twice. I put 50 cents in it, and now I got $1, just like the thing said. It said you'll get twice back if you give to the chief. So $1 is twice times 50 cents.
So you donated 50 cents?
I put 50 cents in the bowl, and the sign said whatever you give to the chief, you'll get double that back. And I put 50 cents in there, and the dollar came out of the sky. We're walking, and it was windy, I had no idea. And my wife says, "You should have put more money in the bowl."
Let me explain to her.
Yeah, you could tell.
何があったんですか？
ロバートのスピリチュアルの体験は、なんか奥さんとインディアンのなんかこう墓地に行って、このボールがあって、そこにお金を入れたら、それは2倍であなたの元に返ってくるっていう感じで書いてあって、それでロバートがいいと思って50セント入れました。今50円じゃないか、50セント入れました。そしたら次の日に奥さんとその辺り、日焼けの中でこうやって歩いとったら風が吹いてきて、1ドルがって
すごい。
ほんで、でもその通りボールの中にこれを入れた、例えば何かを入れたら倍で返ってくるよっていうことが本当になるの。50円玉入れたら1ドルになっちゃう。で、奥さんがあんたもっとお金入れとくべきや。よくや。
すごいすごい。それは信じる。信じる。
Well, it was funny because when that happened, I forgot about putting the money in. And it was my wife says, "You remember what you did last week?" And then I go, "Oh, I forgot." Yeah.
で、ロバートはお金を入れとったの忘れとった。そしたら奥さんがあんたここに入れてないんだからみたいなね。
これからもスピリチュアルやそのままやもん。
Have you ever heard of a psychic named Kenny Kingston? You know him? No, Kenny Kingston. A long time ago, he was very famous in Hollywood because a lot of people with money would go see him. And my friend that I worked with, she was a friend of his, and she said, you need to come with me and you can meet this man. And he had like a group on Friday nights. She said, I can get you in a group. And she said, you'll be able to ask him a question. Okay? And at the time I was looking to buy a house. You know. And so when I saw him, he was quite amazing because he picked people out of the crowd and he knew things about them and he never met. So I told him I'm looking for a house. And he looked at me and he says, do you know someone named Jackie? And I said, well, I have an aunt named Jackie. And he says, well, I'm seeing the name Jackie for some reason. And he says, I'm seeing a number 6. And I'm seeing the letter W. He says, does that make any sense to you? I go, no. He says, well, that's what I'm seeing. You know, okay. So about a month later, I bought a house. And I came to the office to report my new address. You know what my address was? 6201 Jackie Street in Woodland Hills. Everything came through. Yeah. And I forgot that he, and my friend, she said, don't you remember what he said? She said, name Jackie, number 6, and a letter W. 6201 Jackie Avenue in Woodland Hills. You know? I gotta go see this man some more. But he was a very famous psychic in Hollywood. You know? He used to be on television sometimes.
Did you pay for him to ask?
No. But he had some people that were like movie stars who were paying him lots of money, you know. But he had this thing on Friday nights where people could come with an invitation. My friend got me to see him, you know. So I thought that was pretty good. You know. I'll go get another drink.
I know.